Hi friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for Thursday, March 26th, 2020. Let's just start there. Let's just take in a nice big breath together and appreciate this new day. I think I'm going to start implementing that every day on this channel. Just a big right? It's a new day. It feels so good to do that. Nice big breath in. Inside out. All right, we've got the sun in the sign of Aries, right? We've got the moon moving out of Aries into the sign of Taurus, okay? So we're going from self-initiation to self-stability, right? The moon is exalted in Taurus. Now this is the last time over the next 2 years that the moon is going to be exalted in Taurus, and we have Mars exalted in Capricorn. So over the next 2.5 days here, Mars and the moon are going to create a really fabulous connection together. Emotional stability, the ability to get things done, the ability to stay focused, focused on our task. And that's something we're going to talk about here today. I want to show you the chart real quick as well. We have until Saturday, Mars creating that septile to Neptune, okay? And early in the morning through the early afternoon, or late morning, early afternoon, depending where you're at, of course, we have Mercury creating the septile to the moon. Okay, which is, this is only a couple hours to where this septile here lasts for several more days until Saturday evening. So these septiles are important once again as this deals with fate. Okay, this deals with destiny. And that's why I have them in the chart. I think it's very, very important that we talk about these because we have fate and destined connections that are happening all of the time, right? And it's important that we take action and we look at these. We have, there's always two sides to everything here, right? On one side with Mercury being in the sign of Pisces, on the fall side, right? It's ruled by Virgo and Gemini, so its fall is Sagittarius and Pisces. So on the fall side, we have the whirlwind of the media, especially as it's getting closer and closer here to Neptune. We have this fog, okay? Fog, like we're seeing through the fog. We're not going to get clear answers, okay? It's Mercury's job in Gemini, ruling planet, a ruling sign Gemini, to bring up all the possibilities, okay? The devil's advocate as well as just the information in general, just all the possibilities. And then it's the opposite side, Sagittarius to say, okay, well, what's the higher road? Is this devil's advocate was necessary here at this point, but then here we have to look at the facts that are going to bring us to a better place of moving forward, taking the high road, right? That's what Jupiter Sagittarius is all about, the high road of expansion. Then we have, Mercury in Virgo, which is more focused than when it's in Gemini, okay? These are the two sides of Mercury, the twins, right? It's clear-cut focused, it's laser point, it's very detailed, it's very organized, and it's clear answers, right? We create these clear answers. So in its opposite, it's unclear answers. We're not going to see, we're dealing with this coronavirus right now, and there's this, is Bill Gates involved in this somehow, right? There's these conspiracies, and Bill Gates is involved in all these vaccinations, whatever it may be, okay? There's so many conspiracies. There's so much going on, or where, what, how, what's next, what's around the bend. Where Mercury here in Pisces is not going to give us those clear answers. Okay, it's a lot of illusions, a lot of delusions, a lot of fog, a lot of haze that we're not going to have an answer. We're just not, and the positive side of Mercury in Pisces is being us guided and using our intuition, okay? When we don't have those clear-cut answers on things, and that's okay, we go inward, right? We have to remember that Pisces is the end of the journey, the end of the zodiac year. of the astrological year. It's the end of the zodiac, 12th house. It's about completions. Things come to an end here. So it's a good time to go inward. Now, as we're going inward here on this aspect, so this septile is saying inward to what? Using my intuition to guide me through emotional stability. Okay, very, very important that we have that over this next 2.5 days here with the moon in the stable sign of Taurus. Now, today, the moon is going to be creating that conjunction to Uranus, where it's just like, expect the unexpected, expect the breakthrough, the aha, the eureka moments, So it's an interesting aspect as we have this using our intuition to guide us, though we don't see clear-cut answers. It's just like we're going through the woods, it's foggy out, we don't know where we parked our car, we don't have a compass, our cell phones aren't working, and we just have to use our instincts to guide us to safety, okay? And then when we get to safety, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., right? There's the aha, there's the car. There, yay, we found it. We have this stability, yet Uranus is the representation of instability. Okay, so we're going through and creating great changes. I don't know, maybe you get to the car, well, whatever, let's leave the car analogy out of this. Stable and unstable, we're dealing with an interesting time right now where we're dealing with our own shadows, where we're dealing with not knowing what's coming around the bend, where we don't know when we can get out, be a part of community, when we don't know when certain individuals are getting back to work, right? So this uncertainty, unsettled feeling, we have to take this in a grounded and practical manner, okay? And that's part of the beauty between the Neptune-Mars septile, okay? I'll talk about that in just a moment. But it's like saying we don't know what's coming, and that's okay. So can we take this time of uncertainty, and create something with it? The earth signs are about creation. It's about bringing something practical into our lives. That's right. We need emotional stability. We need financial stability. Okay? And we have Big Brother Capricorn up top. Sister Capricorn, whatever. It's a feminine sign. But, an authority saying we're shut down. Okay, so we have to find new solutions. Okay, so part of this Uranus-Moon conjunction this month is about finding these new solutions to our problems, to our financial issues. Okay, which is really good that we listen to our intuition, have that breakthrough, and drive forward with it. Okay, now we're going to have Venus over the next several days here start to really heat things up as it's creating these trines to Jupiter or trines to Pluto, and that trine to Mars, which is going to happen for, again, quite some time. Won't be exact till the end of the year. Now, the sun in the sign of Aries, just connected with Chiron on Wednesday. Okay, we're moving forward, right? Healing those old wounds, moving forward, and we have this sense of urgency. Okay, we need to act. We need to take the initiative in our lives. And something that I want to just throw out there is taking a step back of what everyone else is doing. Okay, the sun's journey in Aries is about self. Okay, it's about me. It's about my life. It's about you. It's about your life. And we can have this fixated watching the pot. A watched pot never boils, as they say, right? So we have this watched pot kind of energy surrounding this virus that's going on throughout the globe, right? And one of the best things that we can do during this time, it's like we're going to find the information. I haven't been on social media in over a month. I mean, I post these through YouTube to Facebook, but like I don't go on Facebook, I don't go on Instagram, I don't ever check the news, but yet somehow the information finds its way to me of what's going on globally, right? I'm extremely disconnected from social media personally. I'm extremely disconnected. I do not have a television that has cable. I do not watch the news ever. Okay. But the right information finds its way to me. Okay. That's part of this intuition, part of Mercury. But one of the best things we can do during this time is step away from the noise that's going on outside of self, the uncertainty that's going on outside of self, and connect with ourselves, our emotions, our ambitions. Okay, what is it? Hey, if the whole world's falling apart, it's not, but if the whole world is seizing, okay, well, what is my role? What is my role in the world to come? What is my role of putting the pieces back together? And if we're so focused on what's happening, this theory, this thing, watching the numbers rise, watching, whatever it may be, that's more time we're being distracted, Mercury and Pisces, distracted by the media, instead of focusing on our heart, our will, our ambition, and our drive of what we as individuals need to do to put back into this world. Okay, that's very, very important right now. And because we do have Neptune septile to Mars all the way through Saturday, okay, Mars is our planet of action, getting things done. All right, we have Neptune, which does rule media, but it does on the other side. We're going to look at that, which rules our dreams, which rules our intuition, which rules our imagination. Okay, where imagination and practical creation coming together. Okay, creating a fate and destined connection. Right? So the more that we're letting go, we still have the sun square the nodes. We still have Chiron squaring the nodes. The more that we're letting go of outside society to a healthy degree, the more we can be focused on ourselves in a healthy way, what we need to do and what we need to accomplish here on this planet, right? Because we have much bigger things to do in our lives than being so concerned with the lives of others. And I mean that empathetically. I mean that very caringly. But it's just like when we're constantly reaching to, and this is important too, because it's like helping others is extremely important in life. Hopefully you know me at this point to understand what I'm saying. Helping others is extremely important. But if we're stretching and leaning over, constantly helping somebody else, the more unstable we get, because we're not being grounded in our work, right? If I don't exercise and go to the gym or whatever it may be, do yoga, and stay with my daily routines of staying a healthy, sound mind, body, when somebody calls and says, hey, can you help me move, and I throw my back out picking up a couch or something, furniture, I'm unable to help them to my fullest, right? So helping is extremely important, but also doing our individual work supersedes right now, and especially with this time of, hey, we are isolated, we are alone, so it's just like this great reset is going on, this great reset. And again, what is my ambition? What is my goal in life? What do I need to do to be useful to humanity? And I must be grounded and strong and with a fiery, passionate will to create and make those things happen. It's a beautiful day, beautiful energy leading up this week. This septile between Neptune and Mars is very, very powerful over the next several days, the next 3 days here, 4 days, depending on when you're watching this. And, using that energy, going inside, where do we find, what do we need with ourselves? What is our dreams? What is our goals? What is our ambition? Letting go of what's going on outside of self, focusing on what self needs to do to put out there to bring forward, right? And that can win. And that is the winning ingredient right now, because there is going to be a day where, the beach is calling, things are going to open back up, and it's just like, this is a great time to have an arsenal that, when it's like, when the hose is pinched right now, right? And the second that hose gets unpinched and says, okay, humanity, go back, it's just like we come back with this huge driving force and this spray of water, this spray of our life force coming out. Right? It's a good day, my friends. Appreciate you. I appreciate your comments. Seriously, some of I really want to take a moment and just say thank you. Thank you. I grow with you, right? Thank you so much for everything throughout this journey. It has been a pleasure. All right. Stay safe and healthy, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow.